Welcome back, everyone. I thought in this video we'd talk about my footwear for the 2022 season. But before I get into that, I just want to take a second and throw a shout out to Joe. Joe's a friend of mine who has a YouTube channel called Joe O's Channel, and he reached out to me to ask me if I'd be interested in answering a few questions, sending him a few pics and whatnot, because he's putting a video together where he's going to throw a shout out to a couple small YouTube channels who are just under 1,000 in hopes that it might help us get along to that 1,000 subscriber mark. So I just really don't know what to say about that. This was unsolicited. I never asked him. He reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested. So Joe, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. The world needs more good people like you in it. So check out Joe's channel. I will put a link in the description below. Again, it's called Joe O's Channel. He does outdoor stuff, canoeing, kayaking, cycling, so check it out. I think you'll really like it. He makes his own paddles and stuff too, guys, so definitely go check it out. Link in the description below. So like I said, I just want to take a second in this video to talk about my new footwear for the 2022 season. I'm going to be switching from my old shoe, which was the Bontrager Foray. I really like Bontrager products. Bontrager is owned by Trek, so I'm a very loyal Trek guy. But to be honest with you, I went to through two pairs of these Bontrager Forays on my Cross Canada trip. The problem I had was the soles falling apart. They're just made out of a really hard material that once they get used a lot, they're just not good for people that are on and off the bike a lot like I am. Many hike-a-bike situations. If I'm being fair to the Bontrager Foray though, they did change the shoe for this coming season, and the changes they made were to the sole. So the changes going forward probably will be good, but unfortunately I'm just kind of done with them. So not to knock them, but like I said, the Bontrager Foray, the old ones, just were not reliable for someone that's on and off the bike a lot. I don't have a car, so I do use my bike for commuting, so my shoes do get put through the paces. Alright guys, so instead of the Bontrager Foray, I'm going to be using the 510 Kestrel Pros. They are an all-mountain enduro mountain bike shoe. But I really think that for my purposes of riding a lot of rail trails and getting involved in a lot of hike-a-bikes, that these are going to be a really good shoe going forward. They have a really good rubberized C4 sole, they're calling it. So it's very tacky, very grippy. And as it gets used a little more, it will only get grippier. So I am riding a clipped-in shoe. I'm not going to get into whether you should ride clipped-in or not. That's up to you. The benefits are obvious. It's just a more efficient system. So I may do a video all about that in the future, but for now that's just too much to get into right now. So like I said, they have the C4 sole, BOA micro adjustment on the upper, and then a Velcro adjustment on the toe end of it. They have a heel cup that's made for being clipped in, so it has good heel retention. It has perforated tongue and sides as well for good airflow. My main concern with these is whether they will have good breathability. They are a little less perforated, a little less areas where air can flow through than my Bontragers, but that is also the downside to them too. Any situations where it was wet at all, those things were just soaked instantly. So any cooler weather, they're very cold shoes as well. So I'm really hoping that going forward, these are going to be a good all-around shoe. The reason I wanted to let you guys know is so you can follow and see how they hold up. My main concern is, will they last? Right? That's the main concern. I do not want to have to go through two pairs of shoes a season. They are not cheap, as everybody knows. I believe these go for about 200 USD. I did not see a Canadian price because on the Canadian 510 site there was no Kestrel Pros. So I'm not sure if they're available in Canada or not, but I could only find them on the 510 American website. So as far as a good riding shoe goes, they have a really stiff infused nylon shank in them, and they are super stiff. They're every bit as stiff as any shoe I've ever had with a carbon fiber sole or anything. That's very important to me because I do like that power transfer. I want a shoe that's as stiff as possible. I'd rather have the power transfer while I'm riding and sacrifice a little comfort when I'm walking, since they are riding shoes, not walking shoes, right? Alright guys, so that kind of covers what I wanted to cover with the shoe for now. Like I said, this is just a video about my first impressions of the Kestrel 510 Pro. I will keep you up to date throughout the year on what's happening with the shoe, my thoughts on it, how it's holding up and all that stuff. So if you've been watching this long, guys, please do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. I am very close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate it if you could help me out in that way. So anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video. I'm hoping to put a video up on Sunday, and I'm really hoping it's going to be about my new Ortlieb fork bags. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Ciao.